Hi everyone, I am Mosha Linda, the fashion director of Thermacota, and I'm here with my mother.
Hi, I'm Linda Lundstrom. I'm her mom, and I'm the creative director for Thermacota.
So we are going to give you an express preview of all of the key shearling styles to help you zero in on what your coat du jour will be. So, starting off, Mom, should we start with the cilia that I'm wearing?
Yes, I think
This is our signature.
This is our real signature. This is one style that we've been making right from the very beginning. It's been very, very popular. And just remember that all of these styles come custom made to measure, so we're going to be telling you about that later. But so you may say, oh, that looks too long. Well, we'll do custom fit for each order. Now,
I love the length of the cilia, and it's really intended to be that perfect length where it's
cover your
flattering.
bum, and that's what everyone says. I want it to cover my bum, and that's why this is such a good length. And also the sleeves are nice and long because we've allowed for a nice turn back. So it really does kind of balance the big collar and hood to have that nice chunky turn back on the sleeve.
Cozy pockets.
This cilia is reversible, and here's what it looks like reversed. So each of the styles is reversible, and the cilia is no exception. It's got a reversible two-way zipper. So when you've got the zipper done up, and you're in the car, and you need a little bit more room, you can unzip it going up that way. And that's I really love that because I need that extra.
I think it's great when it's face framing like this with the collar, and what makes this so unique and popular really is that hood,
Yes.
having that built-in cozy hood.
Yes, and this yoke across the back, and then when you do the zipper all the way up,
When you're caught in a blizzard.
you'll see that the hood crosses over here, so it actually covers that little part of your neck that the wind can get at.
That's so true.
And there's a hook and eye on the inside just to keep that other side nice and tight. How
Love how you
doing?
just yank me around. Typical.
And then when you put the hood down with that zipped up, it's really a nice frame around your face. So
It's so
this is the
cozy.
cilia. Let's try the next one.
Okay.
While Mosha's getting on to the next one, I'm going to tell you about, this is the Ragna. And in case you're wondering about the names, we're Icelandic, and all the names are Icelandic women, until we run out of Icelandic women to name them after. This is the Ragna. It's a vest. It's got a single pocket on the leather side out, has a single pocket on the shearling side out, and again, it has a reversible zipper. And this collar is kind of cool because
I love that collar. It's like the perfect funnel neck.
this sample is a medium, so it's a bit smaller on me than I would like.
This
So
style,
I'll show you what it looks like with the zipper. all the
this
way up.
style came about because I was on a road trip and I was in Colorado, and everyone was wearing those like kind of geeky fleece vests. And I was like, Mom, I want like the perfect vest, but in shearling, so much more luxe. And this is what we came up with, the Ragna, which looks so good.
Okay, this is the Aldous. Now this is just like a little topper. It's a two-button topper, and pay attention to the custom-made toggles that are we designed and had made ourselves. And
Aren't
again,
these toggles like dead stock Lundstrom?
yeah. I went to my button supplier and
For
asked
our
her-
Lundstrom loyalists
It's a long
out there?
story. It's too long of a story
Okay.
for this video, Mosha.
Okay, but I love that detail.
Yeah.
I love these toggles.
And when you roll up the sleeves on this style, it's actually like almost like a three-quarter sleeve bracelet length.
I
which is
think
kind of
this
pretty.
coat is great for people too that like maybe get cold a lot but don't live in the coldest climate.
Yeah.
Like we had a
love
bunch
that
of
collar.
women here in LA who wanted this coat for the winter. Here in LA, this is the type of coat you would wear at night when it gets chilly, because it's kind of like, imagine your sort of dream leather moto, but then lined in shearling.
Turn it around, Mosha. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, this is great turned around. And I love this mossy color too, because I feel like this green actually goes with everything.
Yes, and our next video, we're going to be talking about how to choose a color.
On our next episode of the Shearling
series.
Yeah.
Because the color palette that we have here should be able to satisfy everyone. And of course, this color actually looks really great on a redhead, a golden undertone blonde. It also looks great on a brunette, and it's actually quite versatile, this color.
And it's the type of green that I think suits like every skin tone because it's got this kind of like golden aspect to it. It's sort of
but it's not
very flattering.
But it's not too on the leather side. It's closer to black than it is to a warm color. So if you've had your colors done, I know this is an old thing, but if you're a winter or an autumn, this is the color that you can wear.
When we flip the coats to the wool side, I personally, like as a stylist, think it looks really cool to have the sleeves uncuffed and long and have that kind of long sleeve look, or you can go and scrunch them too. I also think that like really shows off the texture of the shearling and looks super cool. And it like this does not look like the same coat as it does on this side.
Yes, and one thing I want to point out is that all of the seams have been fluffed. So on the shearling side, we go along all the seams and we pull the hairs of the wool out from under the stitches so that it you don't see the stitches that much.
It's all those little details.
Yeah, it's a lot of work,
But
it makes a big difference. And we also, at the end of the seam, we leave the threads. Is this too much detail?
A lot of detail.
And it means a lot to me to hand tie the threads at the end of each seam.
That's a couture detail, by the way.
It is a couture detail, and it's something that I insist upon because
you've always been that way, though. Like the only coats that I've ever had that were like buttons don't fall off or that kind of thing have always been from you because you understand a coat. It's the type of item that you are probably hardest on than anything else in your wardrobe. You are zipping it up and down. You are buttoning it up. You are, wearing it out in the elements. It needs to be.
And if I ever send you a garment with any threads, don't cut them until you call me.
Okay. So this showstopper.
This is the cilia again. And in the iridescent
black opal finish. Oh my God. Because we all want a black coat, but then it can feel a little boring sometimes. And you go to the coat check and you just see this sea of black coats. Well, you never have to worry about not finding your coat with this one because it's such a showstopper. I just love how this material really catches the light.
And again, the other colorway of this leather, the shearling, is this one right here, which is just absolutely magical.
It's so like an ice princess, Frozen style.
So this more, jacket in this color is
this is more like Wicked Witch of the North, and this is like Ice Princess.
Yes. Last style, Mosha.
Okay, and this is reversible too. I could just talk about coats all day. This is the Lindy vest, Mom, named after yours truly, because this is the ultimate Linda Lundstrom piece that my mom will wear with a beautiful crisp collared shirt to kind of juxtapose the raw edges of this.
Yes.
And I just love how this style, correct me if I'm wrong, Mom, is all about, it's kind of a philosophy that I think I'm trying to adopt more in my life, like wabi-sabi, embracing nature and imperfection.
Embracing the imperfect.
Yes.
So when I cut this is the raw edge of the skin, and this is the other raw edge, and they're not the same. And so I'm just taking advantage of each skin in cutting this vest, so no two are alike.
Which is what makes it so special. Each one is really...
And you have that live edge furniture now, coffee tables and everything with the irregular edge, dining room tables. You have a dining room table like that.
Yes.
And I just love, that's so me.
Because you're very like Viking kind of, or like, yes, exactly. And I'm a bit more like crisp and tailored. But I love this style so much because it is just, it is all about just natural beauty.
Thank you.
And I think it's so effortless. And also, you know, with each style, like all these raw edges would be cut off. And we would save them because we'll tell you about that in our next video. We have a waste not, want not philosophy at Thermacota.
Nothing is wasted. So the other thing is, women of a certain age, and especially if their ancestors are all from north of the Arctic Circle, which mine are, I don't really feel the cold like other people do. And so, no, but
I'm never cold.
I know, I really don't get cold. And so this is perfect for me for most weather, to just throw this on, keep my back warm, and maybe a sweater underneath, that's all I need.
Yeah, and I think just to finish off, like the great thing about Shearling is it can suit all different types of styles, of climates as well. And we do spend a lot of the time, even in the winter, indoors and outdoors, and
Yes.
going inside and outside really quickly.
And these vests actually are great indoor vests. Just, you know, if it's chilly in the house, you can throw this on without feeling like you have your whole jacket on.
And I love to wear like a big chunky knit, but sometimes that can be a lot with a coat as well. You kind of start to feel like a Michelin man.
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to have pieces like this that are all about layering. So you want to wear your vest with your chunky knits and your cilia with maybe nothing underneath. You could just go nude because it feels so damn good on your skin.
It feels so great on the skin that you can have bare arms underneath.
We actually recommend that when you open up your Shearling, like take off all your clothes and put it on your bare skin and feel that beautiful, natural warmth.
And then show your partner.
Thank you so much, everyone.